Yo, what it do, what it do? You are now tuned into No Other Way Media Podcast. It's your boy Baker Man in the motherfucking building.
Yeah.
Got my boy in the building tonight, man, Dre Marro. Talk to him, playboy.
Knew I was coming, you frontin', don't be in front of me. I'm throwing punches on the mic, it's like I'm Butterbean. Left and right, hook to the body until your stomach bleeds. Uppercut to the gut, it's no wonder they couldn't stomach me. Late nights, I'm in the studio, I'm up now. Day and night, like I'm Kid Cudi when I come out. Step off the flight, it's like the Super Bowl, they cheering when I touch down. I stay clocked in like I forgot to punch out. I'm Jet Li, cause I'm the one now. Something like a beast that's unleashed, don't interrupt now. Parents from Guatemala and I witnessed it. Felt the struggle, now it make me get on my hustle. Son of two immigrants, distinguish it, I work different when I be in the mix. My English teachers bear witness, I had the illest pen. Intricate deliverance, shivers right down your spine. You couldn't mimic him even if you studied his rhymes. I'm oddly gifted, out of the mischief, call me applied at this end. It's obvious I'm the hottest when I'm rocking the party. Listen, sparking up passion, I guess can be blessed. They flabbergasted, I'm bombing, I'm with this like Gohan, I'm mystic. And my final form performance, sick shit. A horror flick when light is flick, the marijuana gives him. These superpowers, I'm hot for hours, my nimbus cloud is wicked. These feminine rappers about to get shattered, but I'm not misogynistic. I like a female with bars, but I swear some of you dudes talk like bitches. Out of control when I go off with the flow. Confidence grows when they get out the show. This Guatemalan is dope, they calling my phone. Busy and I'm in my zone. Send a deposit, let's go. Bombard them with flows. I go the hardest regardless of whether they wanted it though. Give them a riddle, my message essential. Never been riddle, I need my potential. Snapping the next into like a pencil. When I test it, I show my credentials. Hunger to win, don't get put on the menu. Heads when I spin when I get to the venue. I hope the truth don't offend you. Yeah, I'm a god with the flow, let me bless you. I pay bills, I pay the price, I make you pay as well. They pay for skills, I charge them twice and we ain't taking L's. I pay the tolls when on the road, I ain't ashamed to tell. Been scraping pennies to give them my 2 cents, yes. Pay attention, we get paid with blessings. If it costs to be the boss, I swear I pay for lessons. Sacrifices call for prices, what they fail to mention. Pay with pain, I pay with plate, and still I'm mad invested. Sigue mi ritmo, como te digo. Cada palabra te desarma, yo lo hablo firmo. En hip hop estoy bienvenido, con calor o con frío. Yo sonrío y adelante yo sigo, ay Dios mío. Luchando por lo que quiero, con sangre de un guerrero. Yo cuento mis bendiciones y luego va mi dinero. No me faltas respeto, de hecho yo soy sincero. Si vuelves a
Yo, what it do, We are now tuned into No Other Way Media Podcast. It's your boy Baker Man in the building.
Your boy G9 is in the building.
What's up? Precious in the building.
Yo.
So, man, we want to first welcome you, man, for coming out. You could have been anywhere today. You know what I'm saying? So, on No Other Way, this is what we do. We got a ritual that we do. We like to celebrate our guests. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, we do. Further ado, hand you that bottle, you bust that bottle open, and while you struggling to bust that bottle open, let the people know that's tuned in who we got on No Other Way Media Podcast.
Yo, this is Dre Marro, a.k.a. Mufasa, a.k.a. whatever, man.
That's what's up.
What's up, everybody? Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
We in the building.
Dre Marro, where you from, and how was your upbringing?
So I'm from originally from Park Ridge, Illinois, but I was raised in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And so Racine, Wisconsin. Everything Wisconsin all together. I've been all around. So this is where I'm
around.
Been around the world
Kenosha.
Yeah.
You just been everywhere, huh?
Everywhere,
That's
man.
what's up.
Midwest. Most of my family lives in Illinois though, because that's my dad when he came from Guatemala lived in Chicago. So and then from there, all my family spread. We moved to Kenosha because it's the border town. My dad got a job at Airflow, or he was working for Airflow, and they moved the company. So we started coming this way because he would fall asleep. He wouldn't have made it to Mississippi either. He would fall asleep. He was worse than me. He fall asleep in 20 minutes.
Bam.
So he actually got in a car accident. And that's like, he didn't, thank God everybody was good, but that's what made my family move to Kenosha. And then this is where I grew up,
Okay.
That's what's up. Okay.
I am.
So that situation that's what kept y'all in Kenosha from that situation.
Yeah.
He said he wouldn't have made it in Mississippi.
You said 13 hours. I'm like, yeah.
That's a dangerous ride, man. You gotta stay awoke.
Okay.
Yeah, so what did your mom do for a living?
So my mom, she did a lot of different things. She was like from waitressing to like working in factories, and she did a lot of housekeeping. She still does that.
Yes.
Shout out to my mom. She always working,
Shout
always
out
doing her
to
thing.
Mom.
Shout out to Mom,
I
dude.
know
I had
that's
to
right.
get my money,
Yes. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers from past
About your
weekend.
father, what's your father do?
My dad, he was the plant operations manager for Airflow for a long time. They make industrial air filters. He retired, and now he's working like I think for Uline or something like that. But He's gonna like fully retire in a few years, and then he wants to move to Guatemala and get a property out there and all that.
What is it? It's probably, I guess it's more cheaper out there too.
But yeah, man, a lot of people retire and they go live out there. Like when I was a kid, I've been there like 12 years. But when I was a kid, I used to go over there and I meet a lot of Americans or people from Europe. They go retire.
I think the dollar is not the same no more.
Yeah, and I don't know how. Man, everything's fucked up now. To be honest.
Yeah.
All right, it's cool if I let this fly.
Yeah,
Go
please
ahead,
pop
go
that
ahead.
bottle.
There we go. There we go. Hey, that's the first right there.
Jesus. Okay.
That is a first.
Why you popping that
other way.
bottle? While we celebrating, let me ask you, what or who inspired you to start recording music, and when did you start taking it seriously?
Man, I started doing music when I was like 10, 11 years old. I'm sorry, was I supposed to pop that somewhere else?
Yes. No, you were supposed to pop it.
Pop it wherever you at, man.
Okay.
Wherever you at, man.
Up to your right is some
Cups
napkins.
over there, man.
There you go.
You all right.
It do what it do.
Oh, when I started rapping. See, I was like 8 years old, so I have
What
two older
inspired
brothers.
you to start recording, and when did you start taking it seriously?
Let him go ahead and clear that up.
Let
You
me
know what I
get
mean?
that.
Get that
No.
situation, man. We
Let
get
me
to that,
clean
man.
it up. You pour your drink.
Let him go and get
I got
situated,
you.
man. You know.
So when I was
Go
like
ahead, bro.
7
Take
years
your time, bro. Don't
Please
you know what I'm
do.
saying?
Don't rush.
Don't rush. Take your time, man. You know.
When I was 7 years old, man, I had two older brothers. The middle brother, my second oldest brother's name is Jorge. He used to rap and for fun, and he used to like have buddies that would come downstairs. Mike Richmond. I don't know if you guys know like the Richmond family in Kenosha, but Mike Richmond, he used to be buddies with my brother in high school, and he'd come over and rap in the basement. And I would like listen to them, and then I would like kind of like just come downstairs, and my brother would have parties on a Saturday. I'd be that weird kid, 7 years old, coming down the stairs like rapping for everybody and shit. I was like, oh shit, your little brother can go.
Right.
He was the original rapper, you know what I'm saying? That's something I started doing. Then like 10 years old, 11 years old, I started getting really good.
Right.
But I didn't want to tell my parents. My parents are from Guatemala, right? My family's Guatemala. So to them, like, my dad used to call Tupac
So traditionally, that wasn't
Right.
like,
He
you
used
said
to-
Tupac.
Yeah, my dad used to say,
I heard you say that.
My dad used to always call Tupac. He was like, I don't want you
Tupac.
rapping
My
like Tupac.
daddy don't like Tupac. I swear, and me and him got a problem. I'm like, are you kidding me? Tupac.
And shout out to my dad, I love him, you know, but he
Man,
just, you know, he didn't know he came from
him.
Guatemala with like, it's a whole different lifestyle, you know, so
Yeah.
he just didn't want me to go down a bad road, but I explained to him and my family, like, music, for me, was just that escape. It just helps me, you know, express myself, and hip-hop music, to me, like, it always tells the story of
It is.
the
storytelling.
person that you didn't think, they overturn all the obstacles, you know, so I
Yes.
love that.
Because see,
Yes.
like music itself, you can tell a story.
It's
Yeah,
timeless,
about
and you don't know. till
Anyone, you know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
could be like every day you wake up and you go for a walk, you see this homeless person
Yeah.
that's living in a cardboard box. And every day that you see him, he's in a different scenario. So you're like, damn, man, he was in that box that day. Then, damn, man, he over
It
there.
changes your perspective.
So
Yeah.
that's like
Facts.
a whole song within itself. That,
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And everyone could relate to it, and
Yeah.
I just think that
Relativity, yeah.
people when they relate to something, you become what you listen to. You know, if I listen to music that is inspiring me, then I'm gonna be able to like look in my world and inspire myself,
others.
even through the smallest things. Like I'm stacking these boxes at my job, but I'm gonna stack them as perfect as I
Like-
can, because
Yeah.
Tetris or Rubik's Cube
Yeah,
type shit.
yeah.
Like, you be like, I can do that shit.
it's like you hear the music, you hear Pac talk about, you know, his life and what he wanted to do and what he wanted to see change. He wanted music to educate people, and have
Yes.
people give to others. And,
Right.
you know, it's just stuff like that.
It
So
was
I hope my
definitely-
music
it
can
was-
touch people.
Yeah, it was
That's all.
definitely a message.
Absolutely.
Pac-
That's
Pac
definitely
music was definitely
solid. Yes.
So since I was a kid, you know, it's been a part of my life, and I took it seriously probably around like 16, 17. I started really pursuing it. It wasn't just like a side hustle. It was not even a hustle, but just a side thing that I would do. But I was like, all right, I want to be a hip hop artist. I went to school, I went to college, and I didn't do it for me. I did it for my family. So I remember stepping away from school at that time because I just didn't want to waste more money going to school if that's not what I want to do. So I
Yes.
put it into my
Yes.
music.
You get in debt
And-
trying to, yeah.
Yeah, and so, you know, years later, I still want to eventually go back to school to finish school because I feel like there's a lot of things that would help me just for myself.
Yes.
And I encourage everyone, if you have the opportunity to educate
Please
yourself,
do.
it's never a bad
Continue
thing.
education
Educate
is
yourself.
awesome.
Say it again so the kids can hear it,
Continue,
man.
Education, man.
continue your education.
Education is cool,
Yes.
and just being well equipped mentally
Yes.
because
School is cool, fam.
as a society, if we don't know better, we can't teach the
Yeah,
youngest. to know
each
better.
one teach one. Facts.
So,
But
but
you
now
pretty much
music is my passion, though.
answered the question.
Dope.
Because I really want to know what inspired you to start recording music.
Yes.
You know, what did you start really taking it serious? But you kind of like
Yeah.
answered half of that.
Yes,
question I wanted to
that's
ask
what always happens. Like, we got
So-
questions, but like most of the guests will answer
what did-
2 questions in one. You know?
What did you like really start taking it serious, like the music? Cause
So when I was kind of getting into college, I really started like putting money towards doing shows, doing openings, all kinds of stuff, buying myself merch. But it just it was a hustle, it was a struggle because I never knew anyone that was in the game really doing it seriously. So I really just learned by trial and error, trying to do this, losing money doing that, spending money, getting scammed out of money, a lot of shit.
Everything is trial and error.
It is.
Yeah, and I'm not above
cost to be the boss.
Yeah, so it costs to be the boss. Yep.
Man.
So, but I just tell people if something's in your mind, you just got to keep at it.
Do it.
And for me, hip hop, man, it saved my life. It kept me out of trouble. It kept me away from.
Preach.
You know, there was times I joke about it with my wife. Shout out to my Miss America First Lady Hip Hop in the
Shout out
studio.
to the first lady of hip hop.
Hey, I was wondering when you was gonna do that. I said, hey man,
Yeah.
your wife is in the building.
I was telling her I've been following y'all. Y'all been my friends. Like I think y'all my friends for real.
you. Yeah.
And I told her, I just said to her like it's such an honor to meet y'all in person because like I've been friending with y'all online for like years.
For years, like
Swear to God, like 3 or 4 years. Facts.
So no, shout out to her. She is another person that really, because after I was in college for a little bit, it wasn't happening for me.
Let me get my life together real quick.
Oh, no, you good?
Hey, but what's your wife's name again?
So her name is Guadalupe America Sierra, but we call her America, and I call her the First Lady Hip Hop because without her,
Okay, I just want to.
She got that presidential.
Yes, fam. You please do blow us.
I like that. I like how you.
Cause you
She in the studio.
Yes.
She representing,
Yes.
and I always tell her, man, she's my dopest inspiration because I see how she is as a mother, how she is as a person, as a human, and that makes me want to become better. So
You know what? Let me drop a bomb. Can you drop a bomb? Because I so appreciate them words coming out your mouth so fluently, like effortlessly. Absolutely.
That was real genuine.
That was some genuine shit.
And
Where your cup at, America?
I can tell she supports you, man, because in the beginning of the podcast, the music on, she
vibing to it.
Because she been there since you first dropped and recorded it, when you wrote it, when you was in the bed telling her how you think this sound. Before you got to the studio,
she gave me my style, man. I tell her. So we've been together 8 years, married, gonna be 4 years soon.
That's dope.
And although I've always had the talent to rap, I'll tell you, she gives me my juice, man, my flavor.
Level up.
Sauce,
Hey man, you
hated his shit.
you gonna get the other rappers in trouble that come on here for a while and they'll represent like you. You set the bar this motherfucker today.
No trouble to it. They better get their game up. Hey,
they better get their life together.
Get your life
Big ass margarita
You
cup
understand
and
me?
shit. Big ass margarita cup, got the glasses on.
Man,
Got
Dre
the
Marro, you
shirt
been
on.
out. Hey man, listen, man, you done started something on here today, man. So I advise everybody who come behind him after this, the Hive Wise, y'all better represent how he did, or y'all gonna be in some trouble.
Man, it's crazy.
Why I put all the artists in the hot seat. So you can educate us on this one. If you had 5 local artists, that we should tap into, pay attention to, name them right now.
All right, well, my boy BMO, he's out of Chicago. He's a local artist, though. He's in his come up, BMOE. He's got a Hood Baby EP that he put out, and I think he's a really underrated artist right now. I want to shout out to my homie, Colossal Mind. He's actually tapping into more lyrics, and he's actually becoming an artist and producer. Okay. My homie Jay King, he's in my camp. He's a dope artist as well. He got his own remixes out, his own songs out. Leisha Janelle, we have a few projects that we worked on, and she recently moved to Arizona, but I think she moved back to Chicago area, so she's local too. Okay. And check out Miss Only One. She got her music coming out, her single coming out soon.
Okay.
About to run it up, you know?
DNA on the way.
Hey, that's what's up.
What's some of the things you dislike about the rap game?
Man, so I want to choose my words carefully.
Yes,
I guess what I don't like is kind of this this almost like, you're not in my club, you're not in my clique type of energy. I think that
Facts.
When we're local artists, we need the support from other local artists, and obviously we're gonna have
game recognized.
People are gonna have their situations and all that, but for the most part, it's like if I can learn from you and we can find a way to coexist and we're working towards the same objective, as long as there's all respect. I'm all about respect.
Yes.
See, I'm all about respect. As long as we respect each other, as long as I'm not cursing your family, I'm not cursing the way you make money, I'm not hurting you. We can talk about it, but once you start doing crazy stuff, that's where if anyone's ever had beef with me, it's never from my side.
Right.
You know, I'm always down to have a conversation. I'm down to hash it out. I really will defend mine, so I don't want to be in that situation because if I have to, I'll kill before I'm killed. You know, I'll kill before I die. I will for my family and for me. So I always try to guide it away. I'll even let the dude, you know, all right, you bad. You know what I mean? Whatever we can do to kind of move on the situation.
Right.
But once you start to respect me, but other side from that, I just feel like I wish hip hop had more positive energy.
Facts.
We can be in this competition, but still, like she said, you know, game recognize game, real recognize real. And be like, you know what? This is how you run. This is how I run, and we just coexist peacefully.
Right.
And that's all it is. I feel like if we shared more love, the world would be a better place.
I totally
overall.
fucking agree.
Hey, Michael Jackson got a song like that, don't he?
We are the world.
So you willing to work with you willing to work with any and every artist locally then?
Definitely.
So you're not caught up in the politic thing
No.
because you know Kenosha Racing has
Right.
the
No, not at all.
politic thing that they.
Yeah. No, not at all. I think that, like I said, we're all kind of running at the same level. Obviously, some of us maybe have traveled more and done different things, but we're all working towards the same objectives. I think that the artists that we see really break into the industry, break into the scene, you really research it. They never fully did on their own. There's a camp there, and there's a group of artists that work together, put some money together, really get to that point. One of them will start blowing up, and it just happens. But I'm a student of the game, so I've seen that, and I'm just like, yes, you know, it takes energy, it takes good music, and it takes work ethic, business. A lot of people kind of just want to kind of do their own thing and be selfish about it, but at the end of the day, they only get so far. So I tell people, you know, like you said, if you have an opportunity to collaborate, and it makes sense. I mean, obviously, right? Like I'm a local artist, but I've been in the scene a little bit, so there's some accolades I have to myself that will make me apprehensive to maybe work with somebody. Like if I see their resume, like any professional, I consider myself a professional. You know,
Right.
You look at their resume, and if it's unimpressive or
Yes.
it lacks integrity, I may not associate myself. That's me being honest. But if I see that they're making a positive effort to do good, they want to work with me, they want to level up. Yeah, level up. And be, okay, maybe we can figure something out that's beneficial for both parties.
Yes.
I can work with that person. So,
Yes.
and I'm willing to. So.
Yes.
Okay.
I totally fucking agree. What are some of the things you do for fun? Because I see you and your wife and your family kicking it, and y'all be having a good time. So what is y'all like?
I love to smoke weed, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got eyes out before this interview. I was just like, bro, you in the clouds? I'm like, yeah, man. But I love to smoke. I think that it's a way for me to just enjoy myself.
Cope with life.
Yeah, cope with life. Kind of take the edge off a little bit. Yeah. So I like to recreationally smoke. Sometimes me and the wife will ride around. We'll smoke our joint. Yeah. We'll just kind of write music that way. You know, she's all a part of the music process, and she'll hear me picking beats and maybe just
That's how real music is made.
Yeah. You know?
I know you want to like what? Like y'all be
move over, JC and Beyonce. There's a new couple goal in the building.
I said that to your wife. I said I'm gonna tell you something. If we did Love and Hip Hop in Racine County, like y'all would be. Ask her when y'all go to bed tonight.
I got one thing to say, America.
That's what I said.
Dre Marro can't say you weren't in the gym when he was shooting. He cannot say you was in the gym when he was shooting. That's for sure. Hey, moving along though, man. Name some struggles and roadblocks you had to face, man, while building your name and just your brand in general.
I think that the biggest obstacles have been, unfortunately, maybe. I really want to answer this right. I would say the financial part of being an independent artist, as far as like having to pretty much come out of pocket, and a lot of times lose money. Right, as business owners, entrepreneurs, we know you're gonna lose money before you make it, and it took a lot of those struggles of kind of like really believing in myself, having a support system, the wife, my stepkids, my father, my mother, just people being in my corner. Also, from the people closest to you will be the first ones to judge you, and kind of just having that self-belief. But I think we've been blessed as well. We've seen good opportunities. We've been able to come up. We've been able to be in a better situation. We're currently in a great situation, I would say.
Awesome.
And I love it. And I think that it allows me to be able to focus on my music and really there's just the sky's the limit type of thing. But I would to answer your question, I would say definitely like the financial struggle. I have a line about that in one of my songs where it's like I'm scraping change in my cup holders just to pay a bill, and that's she knows she's been through it. We've been through it. But I tell people even if you're struggling, it's like tomorrow's gonna come. And you just gotta keep your mind focused. And if you had a bad day, you're gonna have more good days than bad days. And don't let a bad day make you think that you had a bad life, because you don't.
No.
I tell her I love her to death. I love my wife, but if one day God has a path separate for her and separate for me, we're not gonna lose it. we're gonna be upset, we're gonna be sad, but we're gonna be
You're gonna
okay.
be okay.
We're gonna be okay because we're gonna be blessed, and I'm gonna still be in her life, and I'm gonna still
Absolutely.
be there for her. So I tell her, don't ever feel like you have to depend on anyone to make your situation. You're your own situation. She's taught me to love myself, and I feel like I've taught her to love herself. So I love
That
it.
is awesome.
Hey, man.
That is so beautiful. And so where do you see yourself 2 to 5 years from now? With that being said, like that is like the launch pad to like you saying that from that, where do you see y'all going from here?
I see us still working on our empire, still making sacrifices, still having our ups and downs, but overall and ultimately knowing that we're in the pursuit of happiness, right? That's the dream in this country, is pursuing happiness.
Can we drop a bomb for the pursuit of happiness?
And you gotta fall in love. You gotta fall in love with the process.
Yes.
Fall in love with the journey. The destination could be whatever, but it's all in the journey, and I love it. So I see myself blessed in 5 years.
Amen. And
I see
highly
myself
favored.
healthy.
I know that's
highly
right.
favored, healthy, putting God first, putting my family second, and the only one I fear is God when I rap, bro.
I know that's
the only
right.
one I fear. I'm a beast on the mic. I'm a beast. I only fear God when I rap.
Beast,
That's it.
right? What inspired you lately, like that you didn't came across within the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so that inspired you to
Even
So-
any books you read, article, anything.
Well, so I'm a step grandpa. I love it. So my wife
Congratulations.
has her grandchild that recently was born. He's gonna be, I think, 2 years soon.
Okay.
But his name's Elijah. He's my stepdaughter's son.
Congratulations,
And
Elijah.
I don't have any biological children. Her children are my children. I've been raising them.
Amen.
But something about seeing baby Elijah and just having him in my hands and month after month, being a role model for him and being his comfort, it made me see that the reason I really want to do hip hop is because I know I'm one of, and I say this with all respect to all the local peers I have, to the ones in the industry. I think I'm one of the best to ever stand behind them. Like that's just how I feel.
You
And I
don't.
feel like
And you
when
supposed
I
to.
feel like when I can monetize it a certain way, and when I can put certain business in a position that I'm working on that she knows the plan of, I'm gonna be able to provide a life for him. And I see, and that really inspired me, and that's what inspired the song Legacy. That my grandpa never got to really know who I was. I met him when I was a baby. I was like 2-3 years old. But he's on the cover art to my latest single. You Google me and my
dope.
grandpa's face is seen. So I want to do that for my grandchild. Do everything I can for him.
That is the
Get
legacy.
him
That's
to another
dope.
level,
And
yeah.
that's the title of that. It's a single.
Yeah, it's Legacy. I think
Legacy.
latest single.
Okay, that's dope.
And that's what's really inspired me. That's kind of where that song came
That is
from.
inspiration.
It's just looking at him and rapping in front of him at 2 in the morning when I'm watching him, and he loves it, and he's like, dancing to my music.
that he loves it.
Yeah,
do.
and it's crazy. He knows my voice when he video calls.
It is
Sometimes
that.
he'll grab her phone and try to put me on the video call, but it won't go right away. But he knows my voice, so I love that.
Right.
That keeps me going.
So, quick question, man. So, how have you elevated lyrically from your song Deception all the way up until now to Saving Grace?
Okay. I would say that I'm definitely much more. When I was rapping over Deception, I remember that was one of my favorite songs I ever put together. I love the storytelling, and to this day, I think it's one of my better storytelling songs. But I think that when you really listen to a lot of songs I made around that time, I had one specific flow. And so over the years from then, I've just been learning to rap on different, like she was saying earlier, different tempos, rap on a trap beat, rap on a Chicago drill, rap on a UK
Gotta
drill,
flex.
rap on a boom bap,
Yes.
rap over people screaming or something, just try to find a flow over anything. As a nickname, as a joke, me and my wife, we be getting high as hell, bro, and I be freestyling. You can call me God Flow, and she be recording that shit. God Flow or something. And that's kind of like my little, that's my little nickname. I call myself God Flow because I can
Y'all
catch a
be
flow over
killing
any
it.
beat.
I know.
Yeah.
Over any
I
beat.
know.
We just be having fun and just,
Yes.
I be saying some wild out of pocket shit. And sometimes out of those conversations, that's when we're like, we catch something in a conversation and that might turn into a punchline or that might turn into a bar. Or it might
That's
turn
so
into something.
real.
So I
Hey,
love
A
it.
conversation come to 4 bars like real quick. Like
Hell yeah.
y'all can have cracking joking. Yeah, that'll be 4 bars, 8. That's the hook. Then you already got like a whole concept and idea just from y'all laughing about a joke.
Yeah.
Like
And how it
that.
transpired,
I
bro.
swear.
Yeah.
Facts.
How many albums or mixtapes do you got up?
So I got about 2 albums. One's called The Revision. I dropped it in 2018. I've developed a lot since then, so I don't even. It's there. It's kind of like for educational purposes, so you can see my progression. But I definitely come a long way. And the last album I put out was Troublesome. That was in 2020.
Okay.
At the time, they were good projects, but I feel like sound wise, I've evolved. mix and master wise, I've gotten to
You've
another
grown.
place. I've had help even from the likes of you with my last single,
doubt.
just
Yes.
making my sound crisp. And shout out to
Man,
the Big Man.
drop
you
a
know,
bomb for Baker Man
doing the
because
drop
he
bombs
really,
myself,
he
man.
gets your shit crispy.
Yeah, it really did.
Crispy.
It really did.
Yeah.
Man, respect for that because it's all art. It's all
Facts.
hip hop. But so those are 2 albums from there. I've dropped a few EPs. I got an EP called Lights. I also got one called The Talent Show. Those were cool. Definitely The Talent Show is one of my favorite projects. I put it out with Colossal Mind. He did all the production.
Yeah.
But lately, I've just been dropping singles like crazy because I really just feel like I want to get the right attention on every song.
That's where it's
And I
at.
feel like in some of my projects, a lot of like songs have fallen through the cracks.
Yep.
And that's kind of the risk you take
Don't
when you're
you
kind
hate that?
Yeah, I feel like learning kind of how to promote myself, market myself has led me to do that. But I am starting to get some traction. So I think I am fixing to release a smaller project later this year, probably like a 3-4 song project.
Okay, like an EP type
Yeah,
shit.
like an EP.
That's
Now I feel
facts.
like
We
I'm kinda
finna drop
ready.
that heat. We finna drop that single DNA.
Yeah.
You work on your EP, but we finna drop that.
Oh, yeah,
shit.
yeah, no,
With the
definitely.
whole delivery, the whole package, the video, the sound. Like, I think we should just drop that.
Yeah, I think it sounds great. I love all my collaborations because I feel like
Yeah.
when I collaborate on someone's music, I kind of like adapt to their style,
Yeah.
and it just keeps it fresh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm glad you said
That
that.
daddy keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Hot seat again.
Yeah. Hot seat.
Out of all the features you did, what is your best one to date?
Today.
Honestly, it's gonna sound corny, but it's the truth.
No
I think,
corn,
I
no
think
corn.
The last song I put out, Saving Grace with Colossal Mind,
Yeah.
it was water, bro. It was so smooth. I feel like when I'm in the studio with him, we can both read each other's mind. He's been
Yeah.
producing beats for me for over like around 10 years, or not 10, 2 years now.
That's a dope connection.
It's been 2 years of just pretty much he sends something, I send it back, and it's fire. And we
Facts.
just record it. Like, it's never been so smooth. It's always been very complicated. So I think that we read each other. We kind of go. We're very passionate people. So
Yeah.
it kind of bleeds into our flows and our music. But I think
Facts.
Saving Grace so far is literally a nice mix of styles. You hear his voice. He got
Cohesive.
kind of like a higher pitched voice. I got this grainy, raspy voice. Even sonically, it's one of my best
Such a
collaborations.
bad. I can hear it. I can hear it. I
love
can
it.
see that.
Where can we find our music on? Like,
So
what
Saving Grace and all of my music is on all major streaming platforms. I'm on Amazon Music, Tidal, Deezer, YouTube Music, and also regular YouTube. I'm on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify. The list goes on. I'm on iHeartRadio. You can find me also on Pandora. So you just Google Dre Marro, all my catalog will pop up.
Yeah, pop
Okay.
right up.
That's dope. Now, is there anything we missed? Anything you want to add from question A to Z, 1 through whatever? If we missed anything, what would you like to tell the
Man,
people?
I want
today?
to shout out to Dr. Dean Rosenberg. He's definitely a positive person in my life, and I worked with him briefly at my eye doctor, and he's a great guy. I also
Dr.
want
D.
to
Rosenberg.
I want to
Okay.
shout out to again Miss America, First Lady Hip Hop, for being by my side through good, through bad, through in between. Shout out to my nephew Brandon Gamaro because I love him. He's an incredible young man, and I see him coming into himself. My niece Cassandra.
Aw.
I want to shout out to my baby Elijah. Just so many people, but they know who they are. But
Thank
those are the
y'all.
names I want to mention because they've been on my mind lately.
Okay.
That's so dope.
Okay.
Can we drop a bomb for him?
Yeah, so before you get up out of here, we ain't gonna let you get out of here that easy.
Nah.
So we do a thing called Gone in 60 Seconds, man.
It's
So we gonna need that
showtime.
Gone in 60 Seconds out of you, man.
get it.
We like to appreciate you for coming out, man, because you could have
Thank
been
you for
anywhere. You and your
joining
wife
us.
somewhere getting high,
Yes.
writing rhymes, and
Could've
riding
been anywhere
around.
in the world,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
you
But
here
y'all
with
came
us
here with us on
tonight.
this Sunday, man. So we appreciate that, man.
Hey,
We'll get off into this, man. Go ahead and talk to him, man.
yeah, this is one of these tracks, man.
The building.
You got to put your soul into this one. It's been a minute since I've been behind the mic, so let me see if I know how to do this. My wife need a house and she needs stability. I need to do this with all my ability. Blessed with babies I wanna see winning. People give opinions but don't know this shit is deep. A queen been running this shit with me. Got a rider to sit in the whip with me. Married a lioness, built up a business. Feel that a lot, but the strength give me energy. Mic in my left, cash in my right. I had to fight my way into the industry. Sights on my quest, damn it, I'm hyped. Thirst has been quenched, the blood gon' be spilling. We not playing games. Been scraping change from under cup holders right there in my whip. Don't need to explain, cause if money talks, a confident negative. I plead the fifth. Swear I'm convinced I gotta get lit. Tackle a project, I blitz for it quick. What I exert on my verses, I'm sure they wish they could purchase is what they infer. Give them a message with cadence and words. Bring enough purse to a combo it hurts. They wanna devalue what they can't obtain. Not realizing I represent people's pain. Run it 100%, but I must admit this shit been a trip though. Seeing the world around me go through changes, not just in the form of crypto. It's simple, I go through a ripple effect in my mental. Like I said so, influential. When walking upon instrumentals, I'm in flex mode. Hip hop is my saving grace. It'll be to the day that I fade away. Press play and it take all my pain away. My punches hit hard as some 808s. Hip hop is my saving grace. Sunlight through the clouds on a rainy day. Press play and it take all my pain away. My punches hit hard as some 808s.
Most people can have their opinions of me, but they